Okay guys, are you ready for a bit of a rambly video? This is a non-scripted video. It's an update about my life and what's going on. Can I first show you something absolutely disgusting? I've been filming all evening and in Manchester it's been like 25-30 degrees and I've got horrible sweat patches under my armpits. So give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna change this and then we'll catch up. All right, we're good. We've got this pattern shirt on now so you can't see the sweat patches anymore, so we're good for now. I'm doing this update video because I've not seen you guys in a while. Although I've been making and releasing videos, I've basically been away from YouTube a little bit. I haven't been speaking on Instagram or replying to comments or anything like that because life has just been so busy. So I thought I would give you guys a bit of an update about what's going on with the house that we moved into that you may have seen on the house tour, with the wedding, because obviously me and Sam are getting married next month, and loads of Indian wedding events that I talked about in my last update video, and also just generally GP training, all of that sort of thing. Let's get into it. So let's start with the house, which is where we are now. You might notice that in every video, I'm basically in a different setting. I'm sometimes by the desk, I'm sometimes in the kitchen area. Now I'm in the second bedroom. I'm planning on trying to make this bedroom into a bit more of a studio, so I have a bit more of a permanent place to film. The problem I have though, is that it's nice to film with some distance between you and the background. So you see how I'm sitting here next to the camera, and that background behind me is quite far away. That's blurry and I'm not blurry. Whereas if the background is close, like me and this here, then there's no difference between them and they're both going to be crisp clear. So that good blurry effect comes from the distance. And because this is quite a small room, it's difficult to get that distance unless I'm sitting here, which is a bit of a funny position because it's sort of in the middle of this corridor sort of thing. So still working that one out. I got a new desk, which is really cool. It was gifted from a company called Ergo Desks for a video that I did recently. It's one of these sit to stand desks. So you press a few buttons, it rises up. It's got a walnut finish. It goes really nicely in that brown winter garden that you might remember, and it came with loads of accessories too. The other big thing about the house is that we finally got wardrobes. So for ages we didn't have any wardrobes and all of my shit was just everywhere, on the floor here, on the floor there. Whereas now we've got wardrobes and they were fitted. So we used a local fitter who did such a good job of the wardrobes. You can see them here behind me, and we designed them ourselves. So designed it on the iPad. We went for this really cool thing on one side where you've got 4 drawers and then the top drawer is actually made of glass. So you've got that glass drawer which you can put watches and aftershaves and all of that fancy stuff in. So that's a really cool thing that you don't see in a lot of wardrobes that we decided to go for. Getting furniture for this house has been an absolute nightmare. And I don't know if it's because of COVID or just furniture companies are bad. So basically we ordered a table, chairs and a bed from the same place. So Furniture Village is the name of the company. We ordered them around 14 weeks ago. And the estimated delivery for the bed was 3 to 4 weeks and it arrived 3 days ago. So it was over 10 weeks late, this bed was, and we just had a nightmare. It's one of these situations where I ordered it from the store, and if you complain online, they basically say you have to go through the store, you can't go through us. And then if you try and call the store, no one picks up the phone. It honestly takes 10 rings for anyone to pick up the phone. So I was just getting so stressed about not having a bed. Because the thing about the bed for us is that it's got the storage underneath, and that is the storage that we needed to put all the things in, because otherwise everything is everywhere still. So finally that's arrived. It's still got some issues with it, so they're trying to change it for another one, but at least we're sleeping slightly elevated now. The table, 14, 15 weeks down the line, is still not here. That's already 5 weeks late, and we're told it's going to be another month, and it's just impossible to get in touch with these guys. So yeah, if you're thinking of ordering furniture, I wouldn't order it from those guys. Drop me a message and I'll let you know recommendations from places that have been really good at delivering furniture. As well as the wardrobes actually, we got a kitchen unit put in the main room, which looks great and gives us loads more storage in the kitchen. So that's mainly the house update. In terms of wedding things are happening so quickly. It's sort of wedding season at the moment. So as well as my wedding, which is like 4 events, we also have got loads of other weddings. So my cousin's getting married, some of my good friends are getting married, some of Sam's friends are getting married. So loads of weddings this season. My wedding is just over 2 weeks actually. So my civil wedding, so when me and Sam will be officially married, is in just over 2 weeks. And that's at a fancy hotel in London with 50 of our closest family and friends, followed by lunch at this restaurant by this really famous chef who we love. And so I can't wait for that. And then after that, we've got a Sangeet, which is a dancing party with like an open bar and, you know, just loads of fun stuff going on there. And so I'm gonna try and prepare a bit of a dance with some of my family. We are terrible at it, by the way. So no one can dance properly in my family, and a couple of my cousins and my sister-in-law know anything about dancing, and I'm terrible, my brother's terrible, but we're gonna give it a go, make it look like a low-budget Bollywood movie. So I need to look at that and, you know, get something together and learn that for the Sangeet as well. We've got, at the Sangeet, we've got a guy doing ice cream rolls, you know, that ice cream rolls you get on like the streets on the big cold pan, and also a guy doing sugarcane juice and having to import the sugarcane from Uganda. So that's pretty cool. We've also got a Mehndi party a couple of days before the wedding. We have got another ceremony at my house, followed by the actual wedding, which is going to be a crazy day. It's going to be so busy, like all morning, all afternoon, all evening. But you know, it's just so exciting. Looking forward to my camera is actually telling me that it's overheating. That's how hot it is in this room. So I'm gonna cut this video a little bit short. Last thing I'm gonna talk about is YouTube. I've been a bit off YouTube recently. I'll still be making videos because I had loads of videos stored up, and I can get my editor to edit some, and I can edit some and get them out in time. But it's been really tough just with everything going on with the wedding and everything with training and all of that. But I kind of want to move the direction that the channel is going in. I enjoy making videos. Oh, someone's at the door. That was just a package that arrived. I don't know what it is. I'll go check it out in a second. What was I saying? I want to change the direction that the channel is going in. I make a lot of videos where I sit down and I talk to you guys, which I love, but I want to start making videos where I go out and actually do things. So that's where I think I want to go with this. So I'm going to start reaching out to some companies, trying out some new and different experiences that we don't normally get to, you know, see what we can make of it. So more recently, I reached out to a company that does cryotherapy, for example, to see what that's all about and make a bit of an experience video, incorporate the travel a bit into it, and we'll see where we go. That's pretty much it from me, guys. A bit of a rambly video. If you stayed and watched it, power to you. If you didn't, that's fair enough. Regular programming will reschedule next week. I say regular programming, each week is like random different videos. So there's no really such thing as regular programming, but some sort of programming will reschedule next week. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Someone's gotta change.